What's up, y'all? Got a special guest in today to watch this one because it's just that powerful. What's up, BGS?
What's up, Doc? Yeah, it is powerful, man.
No, we're gonna do a quick hit, but I thought you guys might enjoy, or not, I shouldn't even say enjoy, but anyway, check this out. This brother's pulling. This is Baltimore.
Yeah.
Pulling his stuff out of the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl.
Ooh. Woo. Whoa.
Chasing him with the car. So he's taunting her a bit because she tried to kill him. But she's not done.
Yeah. That's one thing women don't like to be is mocked. Yeah.
Nope. Shout out to my brother Ali for sending me this.
Yeah. This is what is like Monahan said, the tangle of pathology. Like he should be running for his life.
And he is. No regard for anyone in the building, elderly, kids, none of it.
No. You see the whole building shake. But nobody even comes outside, if you notice.
Not yet. And see, the interesting thing to me, though, is how many men and women will make this about him because of the taunting.
Yeah, he's running away from her. She has no fear of him.
Yeah. But what happens if we reverse the genders and he's trying to run her down with a car? Is there anything she can do that warrants this?
No.
That makes this reasonable for him to run her down with a car?
Short of her having a handgun trying to shoot him.
No. Yeah. But when it comes to men, you got to make it his fault in some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So
she wrecked her car 3 times and she's still trying to fight him.
She's still trying to fight him.
Mm-hmm. And see him running away. They finally got her off of him so he can get away.
See, and I would say, that at the end of the day, it was probably over a woman. It was probably over fidelity, but I don't have that evidence. So I only have what we have to go on here. So
that is insane. And she probably won't even go to jail for it.
You see that? Or get probation. Some mess like that.
Get probation. Like the young lady that set her boyfriend's car on fire in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
She did not do 1 ounce of jail time.
See that? And I play these videos all the time. Y'all know that. And the reason I do it is, because some people have critiqued me. Oh, you're doing this to embarrass Black women or women in general. No, I do it because often these things don't go viral in the sense that women are held accountable. The vulnerability of men, particularly Black men, continues to be swept under the table. And at the end of the day, even if you want to have a conversation about communal reconciliation in the Black community, you can't have it if you're unwilling to see Black men's experiences or hear Black men's voices. So the 2 things I'm here to do is to present Black men's experiences. Well, I should say males, because boys and men as well, but also give brothers the vocabulary and the situations to show so that they can articulate the issues that we have. We're not going to have any healing if only Black women are allowed to speak.
Right. And I think what you're doing is documenting. You've actually made you and Dr. Curry has actually made showed the data and made the case that this stuff is bidirectional.
Yes.
And Black women will still to this day say that it's not, right? Because in their experiences, they've never seen Black women attack Black men.
No. Well, you know what? I would argue they've seen it, but men and women in the Black community, especially, we've learned to process it differently. When it's a man abusing a woman, we process that as something men do. When it's a woman abusing a man, we process it as a rare occurrence. And a lot of this, go ahead.
Oh, in other words, at some point, it's got to be a Black man's fault.
It's got to be.
Like with Simone Biles, I posited that the reason that she's upset is because she left her boyfriend who she just got with in Houston. She has to go to Tokyo. I think that's probably why she's off. But I see a lot of people trying to frame it as his fault.
Oh, already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I can see what I think people need to go back and watch one of Green Gorilla's last videos where he plays a presentation by Murray Strauss.
Mm-hmm.
And Strauss highlighted several effective ways that feminists obscure the data on male victimization and intimate partner violence.
Mm-hmm.
That was dead on accurate. And Gigi's comments on it were fire as usual. But at the end of the day, what that's done over the last few generations is convince us that women have cornered the market on vulnerability, especially in regard to abuse. And that if men do have abusive situations, they're rare occurrences that we're trying to blow out of proportion when all the data really suggests is that it's bidirectional. And Strauss goes into detail about how feminists have actively harassed people that do this research, kept them out of jobs, gotten them fired. One
Mm-hmm.
even called in a bomb threat on one woman's daughter's wedding,
Mm-hmm.
simply because she was doing research on male victimization, or how they've hidden the numbers, lied about the numbers, misrepresented reports, or flat out lied about what the results of various studies were, all
Mm-hmm.
to hold up this constant and ever-present myth that men are toxic beings that initiate abuse and women are sugar and spice and everything nice that endure
Mm-hmm.
it because men are just cavemen.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I'm telling you, there's going to be people in the comment sections for this video that are only going to fixate on the fact that he taunted her.
Mm-hmm.
She just ran a car into a building trying to kill him multiple times. I
Mm-hmm.
don't give a damn if he taunted her or if he ran away. This is not his fault. Attempted murder is not somebody's fault unless you're talking about self-defense, which is not the case here. There's really no argument to be made. There's no argument to be made that he deserved anything that happened. That's the point I'm trying to get at with this.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And then she'd be the very one that would say that I was mad. That's my excuse for killing him.
Did you see that? Yeah,
Just like a woman in I think it was I think it was Virginia or North Carolina that actually ran over her boyfriend in a parking lot and then hit him in the bumper as he's bleeding to death.
you see that? Yeah, exactly. This
And
is
her
ridiculous.
her excuse is I thought he was cheating.
And that was something I was going to say. I'm glad you brought that up. That somehow for some people is a justifiable excuse. That the thought of infidelity or actual infidelity. I mean, let's
Hmm.
look at it. What if he actually did have an affair?
Hmm.
So what?
Yeah.
When has that ever been grounds for murder? And when I get, especially, and this tends to happen more with women, I hear women more argument than men, but they'll
Hmm.
say, well, he cheated on her. And my question is always the same. Okay. So if he ran her down with a car because she had an affair on him and it was verified,
Hmm.
slept in his bed, in fact, with another man, is it justified then? Well, no, you should do that. No. Oh, really? But somehow it's okay that she tried to kill him.
Hmm.
Well, we don't know if she was actually trying to kill him. She was probably just angry. And if that man, if man, if that
if
man
he,
had the dexterity he had, he'd be dead.
yeah, if he was old and slow, he'd be dead. Yeah, he'd be dead on the first try.
Or if he'd have tripped or had a misstep,
Hmm.
because each time she tried to run him over, she barely missed,
Hmm.
barely, you know. So any last thoughts about this, man? I just wanted to get this out because this thing pisses me off because it's so widely accepted as something he's responsible for in each circumstance.
And when the men and women actually excuse this, that means that the next woman who said, okay, I have actual reason for doing this. Okay, I have
Mhm.
actual excuse for doing this. Basically him cheating or him making me mad, him trying to leave me is excusable.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, welcome to the territory.
I think I don't know who does this when I haven't had it on for a little minute, but I appreciate you coming in. This was just going to be a quick hit.
Yeah,
Let us know
yeah.
what you guys think in the comment section.
Yeah, this is goes into the category of strike while the iron is hot,
Hey,
and Doc was already grinding his teeth about this video,
well,
so
we
it's
were
better, it's better to go ahead and get it out.
yeah, we were having a conversation when it came in anyway. I said, man, you got to see this. So I said, fuck it, let's just get on the screen.
Yeah, he said the first time was like when she tried to back up and kill him. I said, "Whoa!"
Mhm.
And then when she ran into the building to try to kill him, I said, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
And then Doc said, "Well, she's not finished."
And And part of the and this is the last thing I want to say about this. When it comes to how women are socialized, and Western women most especially, part of what we're looking at here are women that don't believe they can do any wrong. So you notice in the last 50 years, men's behavior around abuse or even the possibility of it in many ways has changed. Men understand that in a physical confrontation, especially in public, they can be assaulted because they put hands on a woman. Men understand Me Too and what can happen. Men understand that a woman can call the police and be believed. If you call the police as a victim, they may still come because they got to come, by law, but they're not exuberant about protecting you. And if anything, if she has any marks on her, you're the one that's going to go to jail, even if you were operating in self-defense, more than likely. So we've been raised in a culture where women can do no wrong, and women have not developed the same kind of attitudes and perspectives about their abuse because by and large, they don't suffer a penalty for it the way men do.
The analogy of the daywalker, right? All the rights and privileges with none of the responsibilities.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I play, and see, the thing about it is I post these videos all the time. This happens a lot. This especially, and we've seen an uptick during COVID, right? An uptick in this, and BGS is actually titled this. What do you call it?
I call it COVID breakups.
COVID breakups.
COVID breakups can be hazardous to a Black man's health.
Yeah, the stress and tension, the isolation, the lack of financial security, all of these factors and many more tie into this, and just the increase in pressure. But again, when these women get a slap on the hand, I mean, there was a case last year where a woman shot her husband because he came home and found her in bed with another man, and he didn't do anything but start to pack a bag. She shot him and got out of jail before he got out of the hospital. I did a video on it. It's on my channel. So when you're in an environment like that where women have been raised to believe that they don't really have to suffer the responsibility of their actions, you get situations like this where she can justify her action by simply saying, "I was mad. He made me mad."
So I was justified in trying to kill him, trying to take his life.
Yeah, and trying to kill him. And so people will look at something like this and say, "Well, Dr. Johnson, he doesn't believe in supporting the Black community. He's just trying to do this to Black women." And I'm saying, look, if you're going to deal with this on an individual level, as a person that wants to be in a relationship, or you're going to talk about Black familial and relational and communal reconciliation, either way, you have to deal with Black men's experiences and Black men's voices. And if you can't deal with that, there is no reconciliation. So if you want to know why I do my work, advocating for Black men, it's because there's no step of this that leads to healing that doesn't begin with hearing Black men's voices, because Black men's voices have been silent. We've been pressured to be silent, told to be silent, so much so we don't even have a vocabulary until the last 5 or so years for explaining our experiences. We've had to use feminist vocabulary that often doesn't fit our experiences. So I appreciate you coming up, BGS. Y'all let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, this is like this surprised even me. I'm actually used to this kind of stuff, but thing is, she tried to kill him like 4 times within 2 minutes. And then when your car didn't work anymore, she got out and chased him.
You see that?
And it took 4 people to pull her off of him.
And if he responded with physical force after she chased him, it would still be his fault. Y'all take it easy. Peace.